That's a fact.
Shout out to DJ Dean. Talking about don't be a boomer. Support your kids. Go. God
Yeah,
damn.
we are.
Damn.
As a parent, you look, man. I've been on a lot of panels where people are like they don't know what their kids want to be, and blah blah blah. Dude, you should already know what your kids want to be while they're in grade school. You should be nurturing that shit.
God damn, that was accurate. Shout out to that.
You know, it's the most evil thing the boomers did to my generation. I was born in 1999. The most evil thing they did to my generation was make us think that they was the silent generation. I really thought they was gonna hose down, dog stick gun, and beat with the
Hell no.
batons. I thought
Hell
they was one day we shall overcome. I thought they was doing the John Legend Selma song with Common. Like,
motherfuckers was
No,
getting
no,
high,
no, no.
high off that
Nah,
powder and
dude.
acid and doing.
So
I
wait,
didn't know
They
they was.
were, they were doing
That was
having women play with their prostate. That's what was going
You know
on.
what I'm saying? Doing
oh,
black exploitation fucking movies and shit. They
so
was
wait a minute. The boomers are from 1945 until when?
65 more or less.
Okay.
I
Well,
didn't know they was the Soul Train generation.
Yeah, they're the Soul Train generation.
They're the
No
worst.
wonder their music was so good because they was hot. There's a jazz artist named
Our
Art.
music was better. Nah, dude, our music was better.
Actually,
wait.
no, that's
You mean
not.
you
Boomers.
talking about Hootie and the Blowfish and
10X, the 80s and the 90s
Alice
were way better.
Alice in Chains?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
except they were boomers though. They just dropped in our era. They were
No, they
grown
weren't.
in like 1980, bro.
Dude, but fuck, they were. All these bands were fucking teenagers when we were in high school.
I don't remember, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember. I'll take your word for it. I will. I'll take your word for it. But
I mean, especially
really
when you're
don't.
talking about a lot of early hip hop, a lot of those guys were teenagers. A
Well,
lot of
all the
metals,
yeah, they were definitely
metals,
teenagers.
those guys were all teenagers, dude.
All right, like I said, I'll
The only ones that I would possibly give you boomers was country music.
I thought like Kiss and all them rock
And
and roll
blues.
cats.
Well, Kiss is
And
Kiss is from a different era, though.
So what type of rock and roll you
Kiss
talking
is
about?
from when I'm talking about rock and roll, I'm talking about Pantera, Metallica, fucking.
Guns N' Roses, them motherfuckers.
No, that's not metal.
Black Sabbath, that's known, not Black
Yeah,
Sabbath.
but that's a different era though too. I'm talking
Yeah, I
about
got you.
Wasp, Judas Priest, which is kind of in between eras.
Yeah, I said Judas Priest is kind of they tweeners. Yeah.
But
Nirvana, Foo Fighters.
you got Slipknot and shit like that. That's our era. Fucking
Korn.
Nine Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, Corn,
You know what though? Here's the thing about when you said Nirvana, and I could throw
White
Green.
Zombie, fucking.
I could throw Green Day and Beck in there too.
No, that's fucking like punk mixed with grunge.
No, I'm not. No, that's what I was about to talk about the grunge shit, right? So grunge and
Grunge
hard,
was Seattle rock.
it was, but
It was spin off of punk.
and gangster rap was Cali. The whole West Coast fucked up. Something wrong with the Pacific water too. Lake Michigan and the Pacific fucked up water. Anyway, my point is this: they just eloquate. Remember, I always say if she has a black mom, she homicidal. White mom, she suicidal. That was the music at that time. All the black music was homicidal. All the white music was suicidal.
Yes, it was absolutely, dude. Like every white kid in America was smoking dope or doing fucking some kind of hallucinogen and sitting in the corner wearing fucking nothing but black clothes, contemplating slitting his wrist or something.
Like I don't know, bro. He's talking about 70s music was way better than 80s and 90s. I almost want to agree, except I think that the 90s made 70 music better than it was in the 70s.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I still like the fucking 60s and 70s. I mean, it helped. It influenced our music, but I still think that the music of the Generation X was more. It was more creative. It really was.
Yeah, I mean, I remember being.
We were actually singing about our own personal fucking woes.
You know what's so crazy when you think back on those songs, like from 1979 for the next 20 years. So let's say to 2000. Do you notice that most of our music, if you really were honest about it, was about how fucked up boomers were?
Yeah, I do know that, dude, and how fucked up our fucking childhoods were.
Right, but we never blamed the boomers. We just like, white lines, and we grew up on Kool-Aid sandwiches or whatever. But that our life, that was a byproduct of how the boomers were raised. Like all our problems as children were fucking boomers. That's crazy. It's crazy.
And they're trying to cause more problems going out, dude. That's why I said they can't even die right.
They never passed the baton. They're just gonna blow up the world. Like fucking, we're the greatest generation. Take that.
I mean, Christ, look, we got a boomer running the fucking country,
and he can't even read the teleprompter. That's crazy.
Bro, that man said, end quote, repeat the line. I was crying. He really read the end quote, repeat the line, bro. And he did it he did it after he did it, like in another speech or whatever, on a whole separate day. Like, bro, he's hilarious.
You can't make that shit up, man.
You can't. You really can't. And then Kamala ain't no better. Her word salad game is horrible. But she didn't learn from Justin Trudeau.
Dude, it's funny. She was never black until she was running as
in 2016.
You know what I'm saying? because she spent her whole career sucking dick and locking black dudes up.
Yeah.
Not where she was, man. She made a fortune off of that fucking 94 crime bill.
Yeah. I think I asked Oak one day, like, is the top good, or she was just sucking off boomers, and then they just
She was just sucking off.
quality is.
She was just sucking off boomers, bro. That's all. She had
likes,
a target demographic.
She likes that venereal disease infected dick.
Well, then, dirty folks.
I don't have no VD, bro.
You might want to go. Oh,
I'm VD less. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason that the black girls don't like me. I don't have VD. I don't have parole officer. I don't have none of the shit they like.
Shout out to No Show Organic. Shout out to the No Show Organic for keeping you healthy, bro.
No VD, no parole officer, no car, no job.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, hold on. So Snowman called me one day. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hit you back when I get off work." He was like, "You got a job?" I'm like, "Yo,
I did too, man. I'm gonna lie. I'm like, fuck, dude, you got a real job?
You do be on panels, so. But I mean, you of course you got a job, but
Hey, I ain't got a job, man. I got a wife that fucking works for me.
If I don't see you in the panel, I see you in the comment section, dirty folks.
No, I'll slide through after I do my thing or in between me doing my thing. But I only support like X amount of people though, because I don't.
Shout out to Angry Snowman, the pimp.
I didn't want to say that because his wife in the chat. Plus, I don't really think he a pimp. He a house husband.
You can eat shit, dude. I'm not a house husband. I run this shit.
See, there you go, man. Always trying to be hard for the homies. Look,
nah, dude. Do I need to go wake her up?
No, don't wake her up.
Because I will.
Somebody got to work, man. Don't wake up people.
I'll wake her up. She'll come out here and tell you the same thing I just said.
I don't give a fuck about what she say, nigga. She love you, nigga. We know the truth.
Dirty folks, you sound a little salty over there.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not salty.
Don't be salty, man. Don't be salty, man.
I just want him to embrace that he a house husband. I'm happy that he gets a chance to stay home with the kids and be a good dad and all that shit. Just like I'm a house husband.
You make it sound so dirty though.
And we want you to just admit that you like those balls.
No.
BAWGs, like that's you.
No, just absolutely not. No.
Come on now, man.
Just no, man. Just no.
Not at all, man.
Not even a little bit.
Not even on accident.
Man, I mean, like, do I really need to bond out that bad, or can I just sit down for 2 weeks? Like, no, just no. Bro, look, let me tell you something. My mother wasn't the wisest woman. She was, I mean, she had her wisdom, but there were 2 things that she told me that I lived.
Cap on the mother wisdom.
Okay. She had her moments, and so I'll call cap on that my damn self. But she had a moment.
Say just because she's your mom doesn't mean she ain't a toddler.
Yeah. I call cap on myself. But here's the thing: she did say 2 things that I live by. I mean, absolutely live by. One thing she said that I live by is, I was on my way to Six Flags, and she said, "I don't care what your friends do, you stick with the driver." I live by that. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna leave me nowhere. I stick with the driver. I live by that. And the second thing she told me is, never have sex with a woman that you can't picture having your kid, because you might be stuck with it. So I only fuck bad bitches because I don't want to be one of them guys that, I'm superficial too. Like,
yeah, dude, every girl I've had kids with has always been a good looking girl.
Yeah, bro, y'all gonna be like, "Oh, that's your baby mama." No,
babies.
She might be a crazy bitch, but she gonna be a badass crazy bitch, nigga.
Yeah, Oak is a collarbone enthusiast, so trust me.
A collarbone enthusiast.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a thing until they was like, "Man, your girl got collarbones." I'm like, I thought all bitches had collarbones, but apparently not.